Hello my friends, welcome back. I hope things are well in your world. This was a really fun draft and some really fun gameplay. The last round in particular was just a real roller coaster. I hope that you'll enjoy watching the draft, the gameplay, and stick around for that last match. It was a good one. I'm still enjoying the Baldur's Gate draft format very much. Looking forward to playing more and having more for you here on YouTube. If you'd like to make sure you catch it all, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe so that you'll get an alert when there's a new video. And I hope more people find the series so we can keep making more. All right, thank you so much. Enjoy. All right, what have we got here? That is Baba Lasaigo, which we do not like. Battlecry Goblin, I think, is all right. Roper's okay. Is there a common here that's better than any of these? Sewer Plog might be in contention. Mommy is not boring. Mommy is awesome. I think I like the Battlecry Goblin. I've been relatively happy with red and aggressive decks. If I wasn't taking that, it would probably be the Plague, which I do like quite a bit too, but I'd rather grab the uncommon when I can. Like, this is just bad, right? I mean, it is a 4-mana 4/4. I don't think I want to do that. I thought this thing was pretty good, eh? So, Borderland Minotaur with haste. We like that. You get a counter on it. You seek a card with mana value equal to the number of flame counters on it and exile them. When it dies, you get them all. Yeah, that seems like a pretty decent rare. Okay, so we're red. What the heck did they take? You could tell Mommy's not boring because Mommy got home after running some errands and looked at that baby, and that baby was all smiles. Which is kind of the cutest thing I've ever seen is my smiling baby. And this is like me when I wake up in the morning. You get breath weapons. What does this do? So 5 mana 4/3 flying. When it enters the battlefield, for each opponent, tap one creature they don't untap during its next untap. That's not bad. I do quite like Breath Weapon as well, and it stays in red. But I think this is pretty dang good. It's a frost dragon. And like blue-red dragons is an archetype. Yeah, I don't want to be locked into red. And I quite like this card. I hadn't seen it before. It's kind of fun drafting these sets without having done a set review.
Breath weapon, +5 damage in the morning.
Thank you for the resub. My favorite subscriber. Y'all spam some cats for Simwife. Thank you, sweetheart. 94 months. That's a long time. Liara I liked quite a bit. I mean, I'm totally playing favorites, John. Sorry, but I like her way better than you. Like, I like you a lot. But I liked her so much I married her. This would go in like an aggressive red-white deck, but I'm certainly set up to do that. If I wasn't taking that, there's really nothing for blue. Yeah, like the next best cards are maybe the Imp, the Prism, and the Valor Singer. So let's talk. We should probably set that up for her now, although she may not want to be Sim Baby. Father, I want my own identity. I used to see in 5th pick Grim Bounty. Yeah, we're not going to pass that. I don't exactly know what's happening yet, but we'll figure it out. I do think the Sewer Plague is better than Grim Bounty. I wasn't initially sure. Now I am. It's just better. It still kills everything. It's cheaper. You don't get the treasure, but who cares? And it's instant speed. It's just straight up better. Okay, so red is entirely dried up. So I've got like this aggressive red-white deck started with the Grim Bounty and this Mist Dragon, and I don't quite understand what's happening in this draft. But it might just be that the talking heads this week said removal's bad. Yeah, okay, I'll take the dwarf. Small person yells at cloud. That has to be what's going on. Like, it absolutely has to be. There's no excuse for this. Okay, so realistically, there's no reason for me to be considering white here. What we should be thinking about is these Grixis cards that I have, and maybe having a red base and going into something. I don't understand how this gets past. I think I'm taking it. We could potentially be in Teamer Dragons. Yeah, okay, there's some good greens cards here. I also quite like Seize the Spoils. I was initially not sure if this was good enough to play in just any deck. I am now sure that it's good enough to play in just any deck. You need card advantage, and this is a way to get it. Yeah, okay, let's follow some tracks. I think we're going to do Teamer Dragons things. I mean, are you suggesting that there's people who are bad at drafting that play on Arena, Dave? Good morning, Dom. We were laughing the other day about you teaching your kid Christmas carols. He's making a list. He's making a list. Hello, Spiritula. Okay, green-red it is. Green-red splash anything I want, kinda. So I guess that means we've got a maybe pile over here with, like... You could sort of splash Liara here. I don't know that it's quite worth it. You could do it. That thing's not even terrible. Storm King's Herpaderp. No, thank you. Black Dragon's pretty good. I don't need two Seize the Spoils. Like, there's a world where I ditch most of what I'm doing and get into green-black. Yeah, why are we playing red? I don't know. Yeah, I think one of our better looking options now might be this and consider some splashing. Because I do like a green dragon. But obviously, like a black dragon too. Sorry. It's nice to reanimate. It's nice to mill. Wilson! Is that better than the Owlbear Shepherd? I don't know that it is. Yeah, I don't think it is. I think the Owlbear Shepherd is where I'd like to be. I'd also like to get some Owlbears. I'm not 100% married to these black cards, but yeah, I'm getting this Owlbear. I also want the Nurturer, but I've learned my lesson. You can't pass these. If you want them, you cannot pass them, and we want them. So, like, we could still easily be red. It's not like these cards are bad. It's just the black ones look a little better to me right now. I do think green is what opened up. This was one of enchantments, right? Yeah, I don't want to play auras. I can't really take a green card here because I kind of don't want Arcane Archery. But if we're thinking about potentially doing some splashy things, I could take the Pilgrim's Eye. It's just, I'm going to end up with a lot of fixing and not a lot to do with it. I suppose green-blue is still sort of on the list, but I think I'm going to take the Wanderer. This card isn't terrible. It just doesn't really fit in a lot of decks that I want to play. So the Muralist is neat. It could draw us the Black Dragon. There's also another Band Together, which is a better card. Craving is a beating. What is Craving? This is terrible. This is an incredibly bad card. Minimus Containment is an aura, yes. I think I'm going to go for value. People aren't valuing the Band Togethers. So it could do something with Minimus Containment. That's kind of neat. I'll play one of these. I still just kind of like to know what my other color is. I think it's a little late for it to be white. If we get a couple Summon Undeads, I can play this Land Druid. I suppose I shouldn't say Craving is a terrible card. Craving is an all-end card. I'm never going to be really interested in just slamming auras on a creature and crossing my fingers. Unless I know I'm playing people that are better than me, and that very rarely happens. Chain Devil's interesting. Because I don't really want an Ettercap. I'm going to kind of like by default start to get into this. Okay, yeah, we can pretty safely get into green-black now. Not really a 2-drop though, is it? I do like Druidic Rituals. There's another Seize the Spoils. Like, that's a ton of card advantage. I'm taking it. It's all the card advantage I'll ever need. I've played against it. But I mean, it's going to play like other auras. If your opponent can interact with it, it's going to be really bad. And if they can't, it's going to be really good. I've main decked this and been pretty happy. I need a few more creatures. We need some 2-drops, ideally some Rampers. We can play that if we have to. I currently don't have a reason to be splashing, so these Follow the Tracks are kind of worthless. Like, I could play one of them anyway, just because there's a lot of value inherent in the card. That's playable too if we need more of these. So what does this do? At the beginning of your main combat phase, create a treasure token and gain 1 life, draw a card, lose 2 life, create a 3/2 shapeshifter, lose 3 life. So I can start paying life for treasure tokens, cards, or mercs. I don't think I need that. It feels weird to read that card and be like, hey, there's some nice power level there. And then kind of be like, who cares? I want the Owl Bear. But who cares? I want the Owl Bear. Yeah, bear with me. Driders don't have menace. We learned that together on stream. I desperately need a 2-drop or 2. Currently, I don't need Follow the Tracks. I could play 1 just because I'm playing like a 6 and a 7. The Lenormand? Yeah, it's great. I actively want one of those. I've been very happy with it. There's a pretty good 2 for us. There's also a Sewer Plague, which I like, and I thought I remembered this being pretty good. Yeah, it's not just pretty good, it's amazing. Yeah, that is a very bomby bomb. I can't splash it. And we're quite happy with Viconia. Monsters Manual's pretty bad, right? Yeah, not really what I want. I'm pretty happy with the Prowler, though. We need 2s, and this is just an all-star 2-drop. So this deck's coming together. I'd like maybe one more Prowler or Basilisk, and I think I'm happy. If I can get that and another removal spell, I'll be very happy. Because we're a little short on removal. I have passed a little bit, because I felt like as late as I got that first band together that people just aren't taking them. But there's another Prowler, so that's kind of perfect. But our removal suite is currently basically just the band together, Grim Bounty, a very conditional line up the shot, and a conditional Black Dragon. But these things help. I don't feel like I really need any of this. Yeah, I kind of don't. I'll take an extra 2 in case we want it, but I don't think we will. Good grief, more Seize the Spoils. How many of these can you play? I'd imagine 2 is probably the upper end. No, I think the Druid's actually better in this deck by a decent amount. The Druid, I don't think, does what you guys think it does. There's 1 summon undead, which I want. I've played this a few times and been relatively happy with it. So the Druid is milling us, which we definitely want if we're playing to Seize the Spoils. For starters, I've cited this in a decent amount too. It also gives us something to sacrifice to the Chain Devil, which is incredibly minor, but not entirely irrelevant. But especially with the Summon Undead, I need some self-mill going, and that's really the only piece of it that I have. I really quite would have liked 1 more dragon for this deck, but I guess I can get the Black Dragon with it, which is something. I also really thought I was going to see 1 more of the Prey Upon variants. Yeah, Split the Spoils comes from your graveyard, so you really need to get permanents in your graveyard, and the best way to do that is just self-mill, which we can do with Kaga and this Druid. I had thought we'd see some more pieces for that too, but we just kind of didn't quite get there. This is fine though. It's not amazing, but it's fine. Probably want to lean a little heavier green, I would assume. Yeah. Do 9A green. I can work with that. Magma Love, thank you very much for the resub. Y'all spam some plans for Magma Love. Some plans, some cats. Talking's hard. Thank you very much for your support, my friend. And Richard, thank you very much.
4 years, time flies.
I already need a nap. Is it too early for a nap? It's probably too early for a nap. More cat spam is in order. Thank you both very much. All right, let's take this out for a spin. I think we got something here I can work with. Not quite as much self-mill as I'd have liked, but stuff will get in the graveyard anyway, you know? Very much appreciate the resubs. Thank y'all. Good enough. Hard to be too bad when you got a handful of owl bears. Okay, that's not too bad. I started reading that and that sounded really frustrating, and then I was like, I guess if you at least got a refund. You still don't get a refund for your time though, you know? And that's the part that really sucks. We're not dealing with that, right? Yeah, there's no way we're dealing with that. Do not need that in my life. All right, combat trick me. Worked out better for one of us than the other. The owlbear train begins. These things are so good. People were telling me yesterday how good this card was, and I gotta tell you, it looks really good right now. Because they are able to trade it with my 2-drop, so it's like big value. And Split the Spoils is looking pretty bad. I don't have enough stuff in the graveyard to get value, so it really is a stupid monster. They need a Wrath to get me from here, so I may as well save this. I think they've got an Animate Dead, but it's not going to do anything for them. They're splashing black for something. I don't know what it is, and they were looking through their graveyard. So enchantment-based stuff and artifact-based stuff is not great, but we're not really running any of that. This isn't a wonderful match for line up the shot. So I could take that out and play an Armor of Shadows, or since we're going on the draw, play a Demogorgon's Clutches. They look aggressive enough that I don't want non-action cards. I think I'll play the Armor of Shadows. No, thank you. Okay, that I can at least work with. We'll get you later. Not supposed to be splitting the spoils just yet. Gotta get the owl bears, but we've got the shepherd. That's probably worth killing. Flooding out a bit here. It seems like it'd be really difficult to pull off in paper. But they're really neat. I really like that addition. Okay. It's pretty good. I deserve this. That's kind of a brutal opener for us. This is kind of why I wish we had a little bit more graveyard synergy. Yeah, you got me. I was correct to want more action cards. But I've got enough card advantage here. I just need to be able to trade off stuff. If I get a slightly better draw, we can do that. It's a slightly better draw. Yay, it's fun to not have mana. This is the opposite problem of last round. Magic, sometimes you'd be crazy. I have a goblin warlock now. So get ready to get wrecked. I'm probably supposed to just cycle this for one of those two cards. It's not great. But I needed to do something and it doesn't right now. One more land and we can start owl bearing. pretty good. It's not owlbear good, but it's pretty good. Bears are so good. I can't get over how good owl bears are. I believe we just turned the corner. You just got to bear with them and they will take care of it for you. Did we see what they were splashing black for? Still didn't really. Oh yeah, the vampire. The sexy vampire my avatar is. Fair enough, Tom. I don't think I'd splash for that. Lethal. Good old Armor of Shadows. Don't think that's in the set, Orcish. That's not a bad start, is it? Two bears. It's a lot of bears. Misread their name and thought it said the Duncan Master for a minute. It was like, man, donuts are good. This is slow. Give me a 2-drop. Thank you. I like it, Dave. I do kind of hate toolsing this with band together here, so I may wait and let him have this first coin and then block the following turn and get my Wanderer going or something. This should be a little suspicious to him, and if they just use it to ramp out a big 4-drop, I'll just kill it. Like, their spider sense should be tingling here. Or I'm bad, which I suppose is also possible, right? Maybe they think I'm just dumb. I figure the Wanderer and band together should be able to kill just about anything they've got. Like that. We're just obviously going to untap and kill that. I wonder if I kill that. Nah. The Muralist is almost as good a clock. It doesn't fetch anything because I've already got the black dragon, but Borderland Dragon Bard still just fine. Better that than my owl bears. Can't really put a bounty on that one. No more counter spells from you, please. You got a counter spell? And you were waiting for this? No? What are you doing? Just gonna kill it? Okay. Black Dragon better than Mist Dragon. I think we just kill this thing next turn. Alright, you got me. I can double block it. I think they should swing with both. There is fee. They didn't want to risk it, which kind of makes sense. Yeah. Hello, Hold Robert. Probably Aetherlos. We appear to be in a good position now. Worst split from this still gives me a removal spell for their dude. You can probably see why one more self-mill spell would have gone a really long way here. I probably should have picked up a gray salad. You can still get an acid bath, little buddy. That gives them the least likely opportunity to kill me, because they could untap and specialize that into the Menace one and have it actually be dangerous. They don't need to know I have two of these. Alright, so this is kind of blue-black stuff. Decent amount of Horde Roberts, some 2-mana counter spells, which I don't think are very good, some flyers, which are pretty good. Intellect Devour and Cast Down is probably their best card, so decent removal. And they could get some work done with Cerberog. That leads me to want to keep line up the shot. Potentially interested in a Manticore. And potentially interested in Demogorgon's Clutches. Yeah, I kind of want the Clutches, but I don't have a good cut for it, right? Because, like, I suppose there's a possibility that I could cut one creature, but I kind of like the creature split we have. Chain Devil's pretty nice, too. I suppose I could cut one of the Circle of the Moon Druids for it and give that a go. I think I generally like that against blue-black if I'm going on the draw. Man, I'll keep some shaky hands, but that one's rough for me, even me. It's one land and we've got a seize in it, which we don't really want. Okay, this ain't perfect either, but it's got a plan. And some self-mill. It is worth remembering that they have the 2-mana counters. Them anal eeks. So we can lead with the Chain Devil. It's pretty good to run out there naked. Oh, I guess we can actually. Neat. May just need to trade this off. Could try to Grim Bounty it next turn, but we'll see what they do. If I get the opportunity, I think we just block it. Oh crap, it only has Death Touch when it's attacking. I'm bad and I feel bad. I don't want to talk about it. There's too many words on the card and we're not going to talk about it. We're just not talking about it, sorry. Everything's fine. Yep, maybe this is fine. F's in chat. Can I get some sim fails? We've got an emote for this. We also definitely have that counter spell. So if I try to Grim Bounty it, they're just going to get me that way. Oh god, that's so bad. And I deserve every second of it. No, they don't have it. Okay. I don't think there's anything to get, right? Yeah, there's not. These are both really difficult to deal with. I guess we take out this one first so that I can follow the tracks as well. Because I still need a good bit to go right here. Reading my damn cards would help. What are you talking about, Mimi? Shardolin Dragon. It's what the metal did in D&D. Okay. I don't know what the metal is, but I like it. I also don't know why they didn't attack. I'm a little confused. Getting the black dragon back is probably my best bet. This giant's been a real pain in my butt. Not really in a position where this does anything. So I guess I should take these two. These are not great piles for me, but it's kind of all I can do right now. Man, I can't believe I jump blocked. I didn't mean to. The card's not as good as I thought it was. I thought this was from Kaldheim, was it not? It looks like it could have been there. Maybe it wasn't. All right, Dragon Muralist, I'm gonna need you to do some work. Yeah, wherever it was before, I don't remember it being a particularly good card, but it's definitely doing some work here. I may as well leave this in hand in case they draw their Intellect Devourer. They're welcome to it. Didn't do anything in the graveyard. It's another reference to a D&D module. Okay. One is not 0, but it is terribly close. You got me. You can play a 2-0. That Intellect Devourer is kind of scary if you can reanimate it. I mean, it's kind of scary even if you can't. I don't want to deal with a walking brain. Yeah, it's kind of sad. We could use some anti-flyer attack, but we got here. I don't know that I have much. I think we've got one arcane archery, and going on the play, I'd prefer that. That at least does something. I don't hate the Manticore either. That might honestly be better than the Follow the Tracks. I just haven't needed it. The Manticore can do a little bit of work against the Frost Giant too if we get up to 6 mana. It just gives me another way to deal with it if I have to. Dang it, Bobby. It would help if we could get a decent opener. These two are freaking stapled together. You know, the cool part here is I can just send this one back in the deck and know that I'll draw it later, so it's not really even a mulligan, if you think about it. What's up, Tommy? Unless they counter it. So they're probably going to counter it. It is Ward 3, you're right. I forgot. I thought it was Ward 2. Okay, we're having some good draws at least. That kind of sucks. Man, I really don't like killing this imp with this, and yet here we are. I'm just going to let him have the land. Kind of stinks, but don't have much choice. I mean, it's a bot draft best of one. It's not the coolest thing ever, but it is free. I played it. We got a cosmetic I didn't really want, but like it's not a bad thing. I think it's worth doing. If we can get a few more lands, I think we probably win. So we had 6, 7, 8, 9 lands in our top 11. Like, that sucks, but you're just not ever winning that, and it's okay. I mean, Alchemy. We're still super dead here, right? Yeah. So we're kind of having some mostly dead problems here. That really sucks. Our deck is way better than theirs, but there's just nothing we can do about it. Had some mana woes, and I did play like an idiot in round 2, so like that doesn't help. No, I didn't play like an idiot. I misunderstood a card. I thought the 1/4 had Death Touch. It doesn't. Only when attacking. That's going to happen, but I do think the mana problems were a bit of a bigger concern there. All right, let's see if we can at least get a 2-1 out of this. 2-1s aren't a catastrophe. Not with this mana. Oh, Lord. It just keeps getting better. All right, so this hand to be good would need basically the Owlbear Shepherd and the Owlbear, and we draw 2 lands. Sometimes the game just don't want you to win. What's the green one do? Yeah, we gotta exile something first. It doesn't really do anything. Lindsay Lohan, you say? Owlbear, like, don't worry about your mulligan. I got you, bro. No. What? So they could have killed my... Oh no, they couldn't. Okay. We're specializing her next turn. If they don't kill it somehow. Okay, they killed it. Well, fun game. Neat. Gonna have to not mulligan, somewhat obviously. I do think we can use both the Manticore and the Arcane Archery in this matchup. The Wanderer's not looking great. And I can probably trim one of the Moon Druids. That's not super... Actually, Follow the Tracks is not looking great. It really hasn't looked great the whole time. But this is not coming down to card advantage. And I've got plenty of ways to get card advantage if I do need it. Can I just not have to mulligan once? That'd be so cool. Okay, I don't have to mulligan this. It's not great, but I don't have to mulligan it. And we finally drew the Wombo combo. Build our Summon Undead, that's cute. Well, that's unfortunate. I need him to cast a creature first. That'll work. We're going on an adventure. That was pretty cool. You're not wrong, Big Ben. Alright, fine. I need the board clear, and I've got all this graveyard recursion. I also can't afford to just take infinite damage because that dragon's going to start chonking me. That one gets me a little bit because that card's really bad. But people still play it. And sometimes it gets me. But I feel like we've just gotten wrecked by the dumbest things today. What's up, Thunair? Every once in a while, Magic really manages to take the wind out of my sails, and it's kind of done it with these draws. Because I do feel like this deck was not bad. But it just seemed like the game wanted me to lose. But I suppose that's part of this game. It's a pretty big part of this game. We could still hit our dragon if they don't manage to kill me this turn. It feels like they probably should. Overall, I've really enjoyed the format. Today has been rather rough. Just due to mana screwage. The giant gains 3 life, which isn't enough, so I think I have to draw Grim Bounty now. Band Together's not too shabby. I still feel like they can probably find a way to kill me, but it'd be cool if they didn't. Well, all right. They don't have anything that just gets them. No, but that juvenile dragon might be nice. Yeah, Band Together's great. It's an incredibly powerful card. So I guess the secret is I just need to complain enough and we can actually get there. Which is cool, I'm good at complaining. What was it I wanted? This thing. Nice. All right, I do like our configuration. Maybe we can get a good draw this time. I wouldn't count on it. I'm planning on it being terrible. I did not expect to win that one. But Seize the Spoils did some work. It helped that we were able to get the mill going. I feel like this deck probably wants a couple more of the land druids and a couple more devils. I think the original one was an Hour of Devastation, wasn't it? Okay, that's a hand I can keep. That's a novel concept. I swear these two just are stapled together. I don't understand it. I suppose if I play this and they suicide in with the librarians, that's kind of fine. Like, I don't mind if they get more if they're just throwing it away. Ah. Why didn't they attack with the librarians? I don't understand that at all. There's a decent amount of flyers. There's a lot of dragons, and the dragons all have flying. They've got a freaking counterspell. And there's nothing I... No, they don't have a counterspell. Okay. I was concerned, and then I wasn't. Free shuffle! Okay. Get out of my game. Getting pretty close to dead here. I could use some help, Dak. That counts. They got a lot of prowlers. It is nice to have that happen for a change, because it was not cooperating with me earlier. Was this the opponent that had an intellect devour, or? I can't quite remember. Yeah, the Prowler's just a really good card. I guess we play around Demogorgon's clutches here. I do need to start attacking eventually, but the life totals are just not in my favor yet. Because as soon as that happens, we're potentially in danger. That's what the archery's for, obviously, but... It may have been Atralos. This is quite a game. Still irritates me that the sound goes out sometimes, but now that I'm winning, it doesn't bother me as much. Bye-bye. Yeah, winning kind of solves all your problems. That was quite a journey that we went on there. It had the ups and the downs. I laughed, I cried, it became a part of me. Like, that's what I want out of my drafting. I want that experience. And to get more gems back. But mostly that experience. I'll take it. And a very big thank you to my patrons. Thank you, Punk, Joe, Jesse, Jacob, Scott, Fasty, Rich, Brandon, Jazzy, Craig, and Geis. I appreciate y'all.